Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, All the Pretty Horses. Today, or tonight, depending on when you are looking at this, I decided to go ahead and check in on twin flames and soulmates that are in separation, which meaning, no contact whatsoever, to see, what's going on, what's the holdup, what they're thinking, what they could be feeling. Do keep in mind this is a general reading, so therefore it may or may not resonate. And if it does, that's great. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. There are other readers out there, I'm pretty sure, that are hitting on pretty much whatever group you're possibly in at this moment in time. So I've pretty much laid out 4 cards here. And this is how I'm going to pretty much start my readings. Just due to the fact because I like to sit with the cards for a minute to get an idea about what's going on. And then we'll clarify more. I'll shuffle more cards and we'll go from there. Currently, right now, I'm looking at... It's looking like the divine masculine here seems to be in a bit of a anxiety-ridden state. And I'm saying that because I have here the 9 of Swords here, which is pretty much an indication of someone that is having a hard time eating, sleeping, doing day-to-day tasks, worrying a lot about this situation. Now, what they're worrying about as of right now, I'm not entirely sure, but this is like what's starting off. It does look like here they are plotting and planning. I'm going to say plotting because plotting sounds like really terrible, but they are trying to plan a strategic situation to go about handling this. Now, as of right now, it's a little too early to tell as to what's going on. I'm picking up on male energy. Now, do understand that it doesn't necessarily have to mean that your person is a man or identify as a man. It could be a woman that's embodying male energy. So they are interchangeable, and do understand that we both, men and women, possess both male and female energy at times, and we tend to switch in and out of them at times. It happens all day long, actually. So I'm also picking up on an energy of a person that has been extremely selfish. This card to me, for the most part, this card can tend to be about material things. In this particular deck that I'm dealing with, it speaks volumes to me of a person that's selfish. Because if you take a look at this person is being dragged down to hell, and he's trying to take all of his material wealth with him, which is a place where it really won't matter one way or the other what he has. As you see, he's clutching like literally all of his belongings and his material wealth and gains and things like that. So this pretty much particularly speaks to a person that has been super selfish. I do have here the 9 of Pentacles, which it looks like somebody seems to be more so at this point focusing on themselves, where at one point they were wrapped up in the situation, trying to fix it, or pretty much, I'm not going to say obsessed because that's like not the best word for it, but just really wanting to fix things. And this person at this point in time seems to have been like, okay, cool. Like, I'm going to just focus on myself and do what I need to do, make myself happy, get myself things, buy myself things. And as you see, it's the 9 of Pentacles, so it pretty much points to material aspects of earthly pursuits. So we're going to go ahead and clarify these cards and see if we can get a little bit more information on what's going on. As I shuffled this deck here, and at the bottom of the deck I have the Moon card, which always signifies to me secrets, hidden secrets, things unknown, because of the darkness, and how the moon lights up certain parts of the world, or a certain place, wherever you are, This pretty much pertains to somebody that's kind of hiding secrets, not telling you a full story, not telling you the whole thing. Also, it kind of can tend to represent to me manipulation, because if you take a look at this card here, um, these two people here are puppets on a string, and this moon here is basically pulling their strings and making them do certain things. A full moon at that, so that's something to take into consideration as well. But so their secrets that they're keeping from you is based on manipulation, trying to get you to do a certain thing instead of just being upfront and honest. And this is the overall energy currently. So we're going to clarify these cards and break it down and see what's actually really going on here and why they are so full of anxiety. Okay, so right away I'm picking up on someone that seems to be having some material or money issues. And it looks like this is something that's really bothering them. They are pretty much in their head about the situation. I'm gathering the fact that I'm hearing like perhaps the DF won't accept this. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Bear with me a second. Let me get some more information here. Whoever you're dealing with, whoever this person is, I'm hearing that they're so wrapped up in what they have that they don't trust the situation enough and trust you enough to understand that you love them no matter what they have or what they don't have. So that seems to be something that they're really worried about. The fact that you won't accept them for maybe not having as much money as they think they should have, or being able to take care of you in a certain manner. I'm picking up here also some air energy. And what's weird is the reading that I did last night had a great deal of air energy in it. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And like I've said, they tend to be, kind of difficult to deal with, in my opinion, because they're so in their head about everything that they don't like to take risks and chances. They don't really like to let love guide them. So it's all about, okay, well, this has to be this kind of way for this person, for things to be okay, or for us to make it, or whatever the case may be, whatever issues or insecurities they may have. That seems to be the case here. I have the King of Swords here that I pulled for to clarify the Nine of Swords here. So there's more swords energy here. And the King of Swords is, I don't really, I'm just going to say it like, out of all the kings, the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, I particularly don't really care for the King of Swords when it comes to matters of the heart, because they tend to be very much so cold and in their head and about business, and it's this or that, it got to be this way, got to be that way, not leaving room for error. And so it's not really the best thing to deal with when you're trying to deal with matters of the heart. Now, of course, we all come in and out of this type of energy. Sometimes we're in our heads, sometimes we're in our heart space. So whoever this person is that you're dealing with is definitely in their head about this situation. Now, I do see here some communication coming there, them wanting to communicate with you. As here we have here the Eight of Wands. So of course this is about pretty much a no contact reading. So they're definitely thinking about contacting you. And let's see what's going on. Just bear with me one moment. And I'm going to be using a few different decks here, so just don't pay any mind to that. Just get a better clarification. Okay, so remember when I said that the overall energy of this reading was the Moon card? So I literally just pulled the Moon card once more in a different deck. So, and this was to clarify the Three of Wands. And so basically I'm feeling like perhaps they are literally trying to come up with a plan on how to explain the situation to you. Whatever the secret is, whatever they've been hiding, they are trying to come up with a way to tell you. And I really want to know what the secret may be, because it's like, it's weird because sometimes like these readings kind of play off one another, because the one last night had this issue as well with this big secret, and the reason why they're quiet and they're not talking to you, or hiding in a sense. I can clarify this Moon card a bit more. Oh, okay. So it looks as if, to me, from what I'm gathering, is that if this person is very much so, I know I keep saying this, but this person is very much so worried about how you're going to feel about them. They've lied to you about something concerning their finances. Maybe a living situation, perhaps maybe where they work, or if they have a job, or something is not what they told you it was, and now they're afraid that you're going to find out. And so they're trying to figure out how to break this down to you, or break it to you, and hoping that you're going to still feel the same way about them. Yeah, and we have the Queen of Disc here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And so they're looking at you as this really soulful woman that's nurturing and caring and loving, kind of basically earthy, down to earth, easy to talk to, easy to get along with. I am seeing here fiery energy, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I see a lot of earth energy here with the Pentacles here, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So those are the signs that I'm seeing here. So that may be the person that you could be dealing with could either be one of these signs, or at least have that in their chart. Of course, doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's see if we can break this down some more. I'm hearing right now, I need to get my life together. That's what I'm hearing. I need to get my life together. I need to get things in order. That's what I keep hearing. So we have the Hanged Man here, which actually came out twice. So we have two different decks. And I hope you can see that. We have the Hanged Man here, and then the Hanged Man here. So basically, this person is not really taking any action towards you currently. They are pretty much stuck in limbo, trying to figure out the best way to go about the situation. Um, and that's the thing with this type of situation, when you're so worried about how somebody may perceive you based on what you have or don't have. You miss out on a lot of things just by being so materialistic. And this person that you're dealing with is very materialistic, um, very much so kind of egotistical. I'm supposed to have this. The only way this is going to work is if I get this together and that together. And mind you, sometimes, yeah, I get that. You know, you do need to, you know, kind of have your ducks in a row as much as possible. But when it comes to situations like this, I feel like, you know, the whole point of things like this is to be who you are and come as you are, basically, and knowing and trusting that this person is going to love you no matter what. So we have the Four of Wands here. So I'm, you know, the DM, Divine Masculine, seems like he's really wanting to build something with you, a sturdy foundation that can be marriage, or just making sure that everything is up to par when they decide to go ahead and, see if I can find a good word for this, go ahead and pursue this connection. I'm going to pull some oracle cards here. Just bear with me one moment. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. So we have entrapment. So this person that's been very secretive about what's going on with his life and his situation feels very stuck right now, which is like pretty much playing off of the Hangman here. They're stuck. They can't move. They don't want to move right now. They don't know which way to go, which direction to move into. And it's kind of like, I get this like really sense of like sorrow, because it's like they're so like in their head and they're so stuck there, and they're missing out, and they want to be with you, and they want to talk to you, and they want to reach out, but they're so stuck in what they should have, that they just don't want, they won't come forward. They're personally, I can't even talk. They're keeping themselves stuck, pretty much. I'm going to just shuffle some more and see what else I can get from this. I'm also hearing, or hearing that if they come forward and tell you what's taking place, or tell you the truth, that you're gonna walk away from them. They've gotten to the point. Here's their moon card again. Like, this is like no joke. They're literally hiding something from you. This is literally no joke. Like, the moon card here. Whatever this thing that they're hiding from you is bigger. They're making this bigger in their mind than what it actually has to be, because of the fact that I'm looking at the rest of the cards, and I see here that you really don't care about any of those things. You just want them to come forward and be honest about the situation, and stop running, and their egos is there. Their ego is in the way. And definitely whatever it is has something to do with finances, material things. Okay, so I'm just trying to see how are they pretty much feeling about you in the midst of all these things. And they're definitely wanting to come together and work together with you, build some things with you. Here's a Three of Pentacles here, which is in my opinion, two people coming together working on a particular project. So they are very much still around and invested in the situation, even if you haven't heard from them. You're constantly on their mind. They haven't let this go. They are literally trying to come up with a better tactic for things to be better next time. Cards are all like flipped around. Bear with me one moment while I get this situated. Okay, so cycles. We have cycles here. And what this says to me is that I'm pretty sure, and I just from the energy of this card, or I'm sorry, of this reading, that you guys are pretty much really worried about the situation, wondering if, if they'll ever come back, if they'll ever talk to you, if they'll ever get it together. And I'm getting a yes because of the fact that it's a cycle. They have to go through these things, this cycle, and once it closes out, a new one can begin, a better one for you guys. They definitely want to be able to build something with you with the Four of Wands here. I don't think we actually really realize how much, and I'm sorry, this just popped out to me as well. Here's transformation card here. So they're going through a transformation, and it's much needed. It's definitely much needed because of the fact that they have their things that they need to learn about this. And once they do, they'll be better the next time around. Let me see if I can get some more cards here, get more clarification on this reading here. Uh-oh. Yes. Okay, so I pulled the Judgment card here, which is about basically a rebirth of, let's see how I can put this. This person is learning a lot. Although sometimes we get in the habit of wanting to express ourselves and tell this person that we care so much about what they need to do, and that everything's going to be okay, and whatever the case may be. And if somebody's not ready to understand that or to grasp what you're talking about, it's just literally going to go in one ear and out the other. So this quiet time, this time apart that you guys have taken is like literally helping them transform and reawakening them, and they're seeing things from a different perspective. It's just going to take some time. But this reading is just kind of a little sad because it's like this person is, I feel, put so much pressure on themselves to have all these things that just isn't necessary. And it's kind of like not fair for him, for this person to do this to themselves, because it's just unrealistic. You have the Nine of Cups here, which is basically literally the one step before the Ten of Cups, which is like the family, the marriage, the love, or what have you. You are literally their wish fulfillment. They want you. They just want to be able to hold on to you, to make you happy. And they feel like if they don't have these things in order, whatever finances or material things they need, I'm hearing a better place, like a better house, a better job. That's the things that are kind of coming through here. And they feel like as long as they don't have that right now, they can't come towards you. Which, in the midst of all these thoughts, Spirit is constantly showing them where this isn't extremely necessary. Let's see if we may see any communication anytime soon. Will there be any communication anytime soon? Will there be any communication anytime soon? So for a few of you, I'm getting that there will be some communication during the waxing moon. For some of you, that's not all of you, but for some of you, you will hear from your person during the waxing moon, which will be this next cycle coming up, because we're waning right now. So the next waxing moon that's coming up, you'll hear from them in between those times. This person is currently, also some of you I'm hearing, will hear from them during a full moon as well, because I'm looking at this card here and I'm hearing full moon as well. This person is doing a lot of inner work, and actually exterior work as well, trying to get everything lined up so they can come with their best foot forward, basically. I have the Page of Cups here. Definitely feel like this is also a card of communication, in my opinion. But I also do feel like they will be offering you something very small, not anything major, not anything like, oh, marriage or anything, but they will be coming towards you with an offer of some sort to get you to understand, like, hey, like, I'm serious about us in this situation. So do look out for that. Those may be little small gifts or something that you guys have talked about doing together. Those type of things. Nothing major, but it's still something you'll enjoy. And do keep in mind that with these general readings, like I said, some it may or may not resonate. There are groups of twin flames. And what I mean by groups is that I mean that one group could be literally, maybe, not talking to their twin flame. The other one could be dealing with an in and out person. So sometimes when you're looking at these general readings and stuff, and you're trying to figure out why it's not resonating because you are a twin flame or a soulmate. I'm not even I can't even talk. Jesus. Specifically talking about twin flames, any type of soul tie, soul connection, some higher consciousness of love that you feel like you may share with a person. So that's twin flame, soulmates, life partners, whatever you want to call it. This is what this reading's about. And there's different groups of people. And some may be further along, some may be a lot further back. It just depends. So this group seems to be pretty much in no contact with this person and haven't been for quite some time. Like, this isn't just like, oh, it's been a few days, we had an argument, we haven't talked. This is maybe something like, that's been going on for months, maybe a year, or going on into a year or so. So do understand that. I do see fire signs here. I see Cancer energy here, very heavy Cancer energy. So water as well, a lot of air energy. So this, do keep in mind that this could be, you could be dealing with the sign, or they could have this in their charts. But like I said, going back to what's come is the fact that you're going to receive some information, some type of message. I don't feel it's a phone call. I'm getting more so of something that is, texting, email, something written, something you'd have to read. And that's going to be for a small group of you. That'll be during the waxing moon. And then for another group of you, that could be for the actual full moon that'll be following after the waxing moon. But I definitely see you, the divine feminine, seem to be really focusing on herself. You seem to have kind of let this kind of go in a sense, and kind of seem to be more so worried about trying to elevate yourself and make yourself happy, which is really important. And that's what this is more so about, I'd say, is trying, although there's this really strong connection you have to this person, that it's so strong that it can be very overwhelming at times. Definitely understand that. But the whole point is to have all of that and still be able to give back to yourself, and focus on yourself until this person is ready to come together with you. And, never knock the process, because all of these things are very much so important. Even when you're kicking and screaming about it and being very upset, like, why can't they just like act right or just talk to me and just tell me? All of this is needed for you guys to be better in the long run. The last thing you want to do is force something and then you guys come together and then you're constantly going into separation because they haven't learned the lessons that they need to learn, which here are cycles here. So we all have our own lessons we need to learn. They're definitely going through them right now, but they are waking up to this situation and seeing their ways, which is perfect. So continue focusing on yourself, divine feminine, because that's what's teaching him, or the male energy, not specifically him, but that's what's teaching them, is you focusing on yourself and doing your own thing. And with you doing that, which is so weird, they're learning their lessons also. So this is what I'm seeing for twin flames and soulmates that are in no contact and separation. If this resonated, please leave a comment down below. I do readings, personal readings, and a little, probably soon, I will put the information down there where you guys can book a personal reading with me. Please like and subscribe, share. I'm trying to be sure that's all I need to say at this moment. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying for you guys. You guys have a great evening. Many blessings to you.